Welcome back to our Whitepaw faction playthrough. With me, Captain T, in the game, Timberborn. Last time out we started work on our factory, which today we will finish this, so let's get them started. We're just at the start of a 7-day drought, which I don't think with our water and food is going to be that much of a problem. I hope they can harvest all of the rice so that this rice doesn't go to waste. We have rice in here, they can keep harvesting. Got some rice storage over here. And let's actually turn this one on so we don't... Got someone in there? Yes. So we don't lose our crops. I mean, we got quite a lot. We got so much braised cabbage stuff. But over here, let's take a look. We've built new water wheels over here. We are building a construction to connect all of the power. The last thing we need to do before we can actually finish the factory is we will have to delete over here our primitive iron works, but we'll only do that at the very last moment. And when the factory is done, the first thing we'll do is actually can actually get some workers out of here to do something else. So we get, build another anvil so we can rebuild this, because in the factory we can't make any saws and all that kind of stuff for our lumber rudimentary sawmill. That's what it's called. And we were gonna place our water pumps over here. Here they can collect, but we can also let them collect this wood. Let's put a lumber flag over here and cut down these trees. So what do they need for these? We need gears. We are making gears. We got quite a lot of gears actually. So that's looking good. With this we need clay. We have clay. Metal fasteners, which need to be built, over there, but we got 144 of those. Planks, we need a lot of planks. Yeah, we got quite a lot of planks. Logs, well, it's easily fixed. We can turn this harvesting back on when we need it, when we cut down all of these miscellaneous pieces of dried out trees, which they are marked for cutting over here as well. So, yes, let's focus on placing water pumps. It would probably be more interesting to actually then here start with deep water pumps. Is 150 science, because when we use all of those in a row here, there's easily, a normal water pump, 1 drop of water in 0.3 of an hour, so 3 drops of water every hour. The deep water, 4 drops of water every hour. It is quite a bit more efficient than you'd think. So, but what do we need to get that science? We have berries, and prioritize this by the hole. Let's get the water in there. We have berries. We are needing brain stimulating salts, which we aren't making. How much tar do we have? We have no, but let's make that. We are using rice sake to make strong alcohol, and we are fermenting rice into sake. I know we need the rice also for this 20 units, but in order to actually, you know, get something done today, we are going to need the brain boosting salts. Bad water. Do we have no bad water? Got someone here that can collect bad water, I think. So yes, we are producing some amount of brain boosting salts. Not a whole lot, but enough to get the little library running. Yes. Gonna take a little bit of time, but that's fine. How many worker beavers do we have? We got 4 of them. These are hauler beavers. And these are also hauler beavers. We could also build right on top of here. It gives us 6 more beavers to feed, but it also gives us another worker beaver, so it would give us 5 builders total, including with you know, our district center. Carrying capacity is 200%. Oh, wait. It employs 3 builders. So let's actually build that one. 35 logs. We'll get that in no time. If they build the damn lumberjack flag. Collect these woods. Shouldn't be too difficult. 3.5 days left and we still got 1.3k of water. This is using our water, but it is what it is. Tools. Do we have tools? I don't think we have tools. So let's make some tools. We are at 118 science. This has now dried up, so we're not producing any more brain boosting salt. So let's switch it back to tar. Is there already some tar in here? No, there isn't. These cabbages, they have pretty much died off. It is a bit wasteful, but nothing really we can do about it. How much coal do we have? We have plate full, so let's take a couple of beavers out of there. Got 4 beavers that are contaminated because of our 2 bad water bucketing posts. This one stops way earlier than this one. Here we get a little bit of pooling of bad water. This one is a layer higher, so it doesn't really get anything. So we are a bit stumped for that with the placement of this. We could, however, place one over here. We can't build Oh, it is ground only, so we can't place it. And how deep does it actually go? Maximum depth 1 high, so it's a shame. Well, you can be paused. You're not removing any. 650 water. Oh, we are going through a lot of water, but we got enough science. Did I have this on a different science mode? No, I didn't. But now we can unlock the deep water pump. This will make it difficult to get into, but oh, and I already forget where they put the dynamite in this mod. Oh, I should remember. There it is. Now don't need that one. Building 3 of those means we can remove probably these and use it for a little bit more agricultural land when it gets green. I mean, it doesn't give us a lot of space, but enough. And our drought has ended. We got all the tar in here. We can unpause these two. This, we don't need that much water. Most of our beavers, when they can take a shower, we'll get our workforce back. It looks a lot like we got 2 little beavers, but no. It's not that bad. Now we're making tar again. Let's build up a little bit of a stock of tar before we switch back to using the science. Dynamite, do we have a dynamite? Yes, we have dynamite. These all need tar, so might as well use them. They also all need scrap metal. We got scrap metal. Metal fasteners, we have those. The tools have probably already been 16 indeed. These ones only need an anvil. We only need an anvil. So let's slow things down. Tools. They have built this one. Let's lower the priority of those workers. Or should I lower the priority of these workers? These get a working. These get a buff. They can carry more materials. So now is the point where we delete this building. Pick up. Oh, come on. Don't crash on me. Yes. One is set for clay pot, anvil. And then we'll set this recipe for an anvil as quick as possible. We have all the materials, right? Yes, I didn't mistake myself. No, I didn't. This is still collecting. This needs mostly logs. So let's actually unpause one of those. Here we can plant. I believe this was the maximum range. Yes, and this is the last one. Let's pause this one before they can't reach this downward power shaft. They started work on these. No, they haven't. What are they then working on? I don't quite know, but let's make in the meantime some pollution resistance factor. So we have another little bit of stock for that. No need to waste the water over here. Here the water is... pumpers are high prioritized. Just like these ones. Good job. We got 7 beavers not doing anything, but it is fine. We got some buildings that can work without beavers. And the anvil is in here. Great stuff. We need to finish this brown crappy platform and then we can start the work. We need 100 scrap metal, 200 coals and 50 clay to make 1 anvil. When they got all the materials in there, we'll boost up the amount of beavers that can work in there. We got beavers in here delving for clay. And they haven't started over here. What? Yeah, the beavers are probably building. Yes, we can now pause this one. Still got 7 worker beavers. Yes. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get every little thing. We don't have enough metal fastness for the upward power shaft. Well, this is just bonus power. At least this will make sure the factory will operate, but as we don't have all the materials yet anyway. Mostly need logs. Well, we are working over there. They are cutting logs over here. Let's speed it up a little bit. And we have no storage for a saw blades. Let's build a storage for that near our rudimentary sawmill. So they can put the materials. And we should have small pile. Does the fastness they need to go in a warehouse, I believe. Yes, a warehouse. This would be a wasted space anyway. So let's put those there. And for the tools and clay, we also don't got any storage. Tools and clay. Here we can fit in tools. I said tools. And right next to the clay. And let's make those the highest priority. They started working on this one, which on one end is fine, but we can't access it yet anyway. So lower the priority of these. These need metal fasteners, so let's higher the priority. These, and in here we can actually fit the last power shaft. This one is in here. It is collecting all the materials: clay, coal, scrap metal. It will take a while, but soon enough. Soon enough. We are running out of brain stimulating mushrooms because we are using them for pollution resistance factor. Let's switch back to strong alcohol and some brain boosting salts. And we got enough tar to build those last 2 water pumps. One will be working, I mean, yeah. No more storage space. Oh, the storage space is full. And let's not forget to... Where was it? I am looking for the small builder's lodge. No, harvester's lodge. No. Oh damn, what's it called? Handicrafter's lodge. Seems no. Screw press, no. Rudimentary sawmill. Oh, damn it. How? What was that building called we demolished? The one with the red tent. Oh, come on. You'd expected it to be in here. Forester, no. Tapper shack, no. Alchemist, no. Distillery, no. Builder's lodge. Doesn't look like it. Harvester's office, no. Cottage, no. Drying space, lumberjack. The hell? No clay pit, no. Screw press, no. Primitive mine, no. Primitive iron works, that's the one. This is working. We've got our water pumps working. Can remove and add a little part over here. And then we can go ahead and delete these and that part, and we can plant here more. Well, which one shall we plant? I think sunflowers. Let's do some sunflowers. This does give us... Yeah, we can even just remove these, I think. At least one of them. But then I also have to remove this water pump. This collects 3 water per hour. And 3 water per hour. This is 6 water per hour that we were collecting. This is... No, I'm wrong. 3 per hour, 9, and 9 is 18. 4, 4, 8, 12. So we need to minimally have a total of 18. So we need 2 of these to be good. So let's pause this one. Because I don't think we have the science to... No, that's 250 science. We're not ready for that. But here we can just extend. We can fit 1, 2. I think we can fit... Let's see how much we can fit. 1, 2, 3. Easily we can just blow this bit up. And then with, on top of that, the upgrades, we should be fine. Over here, let's put some more beavers in. All of them can collect these materials. We have enough clay in there, so this can be a low priority job. Scrap metal and coal. Coal, how much coal do we have? We have 100 coal. 128, so this is producing, yes, a little bit more of that. And we need maybe a little bit of help for our scavenger. So let's first start with, can we fit in a pile? Yes, we can fit in here. 1 for scrap metal. And we can give him a little bit of help with having another scavenger. We are up to 72 science points, so that is doing well. Only running a bit low on brain boosting salts. Everything else is doing fine. And we need more storage for water, that is clear. This could be a nice place. Yeah, let's build 3 of them over there. And set these all for water. Means we need more tar. So let's set this up for tar, so we can actually save up a bit of bad water. And over here in our library, they still have some materials to produce some science. And over here, how far are we in collecting all the materials? Not that far. But we now got 2 scavengers doing work. Rice is over here. We need so much more storage. These are the normal medium warehouses. They fit 216. These fit 80. But these are stackable. They are 3 wide by 3 by 2 instead of 2 by 2. So this fits 160 and these 216. So that is more space advantageous, but that's warehouse. The industrial piles, they have a different shape. But it would be a good thing to have way more rice and especially way more storage for rice balls. Rice balls are stored in warehouses, so let's... As we are getting a bad side, so might as well. For now, just for now. get storage for rice. Rice balls. That's it. Yes. And then we can change these ones for different food, but having more storage for... Are we producing rice balls? We are not producing rice balls. Let's switch it over. And these, let's just harvest all of the rice while we can. This one can be paused. No more trees to be harvested. Please focus on harvesting, please, because these crops will die anyway. We got 3 pollution resistance factors, so let's make more. We got 10 in store over here. I thought we've made so much more pollution resistance factor, but apparently we didn't. Might as well pump more water because we only have 1k. These are working. These have not been built yet. We need more. Oh, we need 2 more tar. This is producing tar, so this one is built. Then this one should be built. And this supply water to the different here, and here we are still not making. We need 30 more coal. We got all the scrap metal. Do we have the coal? We don't. So let's put some beavers into the mines where they belong. This is only waiting for an anvil. We still have 7 saw blades, so we're not doing a bad thing. Yeah, we only got one mushroom grower making brain stimulating mushrooms. We are making gears, everything. I mean, rest of things are looking pretty damn good, I think. But we need more water. We have 0.7 days. Let's give them a full day of work today. This one can be paused. You can be active. We are gonna lose these crops. So let's go back to normal. And how long will this bad tide be? And I think, I mean, it is gonna be a shorter episode of the day. So it will be a how long? 4 day bad tide. We will survive that, and let's take a look at what we've done today. We've built way more storage for our rice bowls, so we got plenty of place for foods. 1.4k of water. I think I'm not gonna use this. Let's put this one back to distilling. And I hope they don't use this. I think we're gonna let it go. We got quite a lot of materials anyway. I don't think this will go whole. But we've started working on transporting our waters over here, which is awesome. Let's prioritize those by the haulers. 1.5k. It is a short bet. I think we will survive. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will like this video. And oh, I've missed. We've got our first floodgate dam blueprint. So let's pause this one, and you need to fancify. Yes, fancify. No, that's this one. Copyist lodge. Did I build 2 copyist lodge? I thought I built an artist lodge and a copyist lodge. That was a waste of time. Artist lodge. That's the one we should have had. Why can't I build it over here? Oh, it needs an overhang. Well, in the next episode, remind me, we're gonna build the artist lodge. So, like this video, subscribe, and I hope you have a very good rest of your day. See you again soon. Goodbye.